Okay, so the whole idea of this project was to make a Slack bot that could tell the team when somebody came into the office. The plan was to do this with face recognition and KNN machine learning algorithm. And what I wanted to do differently is to not give the model a starting data set, but that it would start off without knowing anybody, and then for each, if somebody new came into the lab, it would capture its picture and ask in the Slack channel who it was, and that's the way it's going to start labeling data and collecting data until it had a very high probability of matching it to somebody it already knew. So what we used in this project is OpenCV for using the camera and processing the images, face recognition, which is a package that uses dlib, and which is a neural network trained for extracting and locating faces and images. What else? Of course, pandas, NumPy, and sklearn's neighbors KNN algorithm. There are 4 Python files. These I'm going to explain each one. So bot is the interface with the Slack API bot, and it basically uses a Slack client, a package API, which you have to configure it. Like, you have to, within your Slack channel, you have to create an app and a bot, and it'll give you a token, which you have to add to the configuration. And that's the way that you're going to be able to use the API and in your own channel. And it also has a signing secret, and you have to also create a channel and add the bot to that channel so that it knows where to message. Okay, so back to bot. I created this class. BigBrother is the name of the bot. And when you instantiate it, it's just gonna get the bot token and initialize the Slack client. And then this only has 2 methods. So it's gonna post an image, or post a message. That's all I do with the Slack client. Then the guard, or what I call the guard class, is gonna be the object that's going to be constantly monitoring the camera. So you have to give it the camera number. If you have more than one webcam connected to the computer, you're going to have to choose one of them. 0 is going to be the first one, and this is the second camera. You're going to see which is, so to record the video, I'm using the first camera, but for the other thing is the second camera. Okay, so guard's gonna be constantly monitoring. It has a lot of methods. It's gonna be constantly getting a frame from the camera with get frame. Here it is. So get frame is gonna take a picture of what's currently in front of the camera and return a frame class, which is this. And then I display the frame. I draw rectangles where the face locations are. It has some methods like has faces, get face encoding, which these all has to do with the face recognition package. And then crop face is going to give me a cropped image where I only see the face with a certain padding. So I'm going to be constantly getting frame and check if a human was detected. If a human was detected, that's going to be the logic that we're going to see here in eyes. So this is a loop that's going to constantly get a frame and display it. Actually, I have it running right now, and that's camera number 2. So it's going to be constantly getting the frame and checking if there's a human in the frame. If I don't know anybody yet, it's going to automatically, so I get like the cropped image of the person and send it to the Slack and ask people to identify it. Okay. So this get label method, what it does is that it saves a pickle file, and then I have another app which is constantly listening to the Slack channel, and if there is a request pickle file and somebody posts a message, I'm going to assume that's the label of the image. So I just delete the request file and write a response file. And that response file is what I am waiting in get label method. So I wait like for 5 minutes, I think. If it doesn't have an answer in 5 minutes, it'll just ignore that phase. But if somebody actually answers, it's going to take it as a label, check if the person already exists in the database, and add it to the database and retrain the model and save everything. I think it's all here, right? So add label data is gonna, so if it's a say first person, creates the database and creates the classifier as well. Otherwise, it's just adding the label data and refitting the model and then saving everything. I'm constantly saving the member database, the label database, and the classifier as pickle files. And you can see that here in database. Those are classifier, label, database, and members. I also save the first picture I ever get from somebody, just to have like, I don't know, an example of who it is. Okay. Anyways, so here again with the logic, that was if it's the first person. Then it's a whole logic. I'm not gonna go through it, but it's like a whole logic of conversation. So this is the important part. If I get so every time I see a face, I try to match it with somebody. And if that prediction is high, like 0.9, I just announce that somebody got into the lab. If it's kind of high, like above 0.7, and of course these are thresholds that I can change, but if it's above 0.7, it's going to ask for confirmation. So it's going to say like, I think this is X, is that correct? And if you say yes or no, if you say yes, it'll add the label data. If you say no, it'll ask who it is and just get the label. If it's below 0.7, it'll just ask who it is to learn. So anyways, okay, let's see it running. So this is the camera. I have to, so to run it, I have to run this is eyes.py. Let's see, let's run it all. This is i.py, that's gonna be the one with the camera. And then this is gonna be the listener. And actually to listen, I had to set up like a local I'll explain the report, but I had to put a local server up with nrock. Anyway, So the idea is, let's try it. Okay. Okay, anyway. Vishak. Hey.
Vishak.
Could you help me right now? Okay.
Sorry.
So try getting out of the office and back.
Just coming in.
Yeah, don't do it too fast though.
My face.
Mm.
Can I come in?
Wait, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, still goes fast?
You go too fast.
That's... Okay.
Yeah, I kind of have to adjust that. Just maybe just look at the camera.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Okay, so it gotcha. So he still doesn't know Vishak. How do you pronounce it?
Vishak. Just call me V. That's it.
Okay, V. So he's gonna ask me, Vishak.
Okay.
Can you go again?
Okay. Yeah. Same place.
Oh wait, it saw you. When did it see you? I don't get it.
Right.
No wait. Oh, so this time there's a kind of, don't get in. There's a kind of probability of being him, but it's not sure, so I just say yes. Okay, so hopefully, where is he?
Let me know when I can come in.
Okay, I'll try again. Wait a second. So it was actually working better before doing the video, but I'm not gonna do the video over again. No, don't come in. Oh, I got what happened. Okay, anyway. Okay, try coming in now.
No?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, it works. So now he recognizes you.
Nice.
Yeah, now we will know when you get into the lab. Okay, I think this video is just too long already. I think that's enough of the demo. So you can see here, you can still, so it's recognizing him.
Can I like with the hood?
Yeah, try with the hood. So it's recognizing him more times, but he's only gonna post the message when.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's not recognizing. Great. Yeah, come in.